Hi, I'm Eric.
And I'm Dick, and Eric and I are the Annuity Guys. One of the biggest decisions that you're facing right now, and all folks are facing, is what point on a bull market do I make that transition in retirement or nearing retirement to shore up part of my portfolio?
Yeah, isn't it great? Everybody wants to be on a winning team. The market's rising. Isn't it time to get in? You know, we're all-time highs. Everybody feels good.
There's this saying in our industry, and it does hold so true, and that is that pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. And so many times when a market is rising, everyone is piling in.
That's right. I don't want to miss out. Everybody else is getting rich,
and pulling out is the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
And again, it's all timing the market and what's the traditional wisdom in when to get in and when to get out?
Buy low, sell high. Unfortunately, in 2008, 2009, everybody wanted out.
Well, we thought it was going to go lower.
Get in, and that's what the psychology.
Right.
Nobody wants to be on the losing team if it's going lower.
Right.
We got to get out, right? Well, and now we're at all-time highs.
So there's so many folks on the sidelines that are maybe they're in the market, maybe they're sitting in cash, but they're wondering, when do I maybe step in and do the things I know I need to do for my retirement, which would include the probability of maybe putting an annuity in the portfolio, or in a more advanced type of a solution, a group of annuities in the portfolio.
Well, and you used an interesting word there, probability, because a lot of the times when you start to plan out your retirement, they look at the market calculations and historical returns, and they say, all right, if we plan with this pool of money right now, you'll have a 76% chance of having enough money in retirement. Isn't that great?
I think they call that a Monte Carlo simulation.
Well, the Monte Carlo is the historical return.
Sure.
Does that give you comfort knowing that there's a 76% chance that you're going to do okay?
And there's a 24% possibility that you're going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, and that's when we talk about utilizing annuities, we do it for safety and security. When the markets are at all-time highs and everybody seems like everybody's making money, your neighbors are making money and they got the hot stock picks, and the broker says, calling up every day, hey, guess what? Everybody's doing great right now. Don't you want to be part of the winning team? It's very tough to say, no, I'd rather have safety and security and know that I'm going to be comfortable and secure by utilizing maybe a more conservative product in my portfolio.
Right. Well, and this is one of the challenges, just the way you stated it, making that decision to take a portion of the portfolio and move it into an area that traditionally isn't going to get the kind of returns or increases that we're seeing right now in the market, and what we've actually seen over the last few years in the markets.
Yeah, well, everybody knows historically the market returns 8%. Wouldn't it just
over 50 years?
Yeah, I was going to say, wouldn't it be wonderful? We just plugged it in and it got 8%. 8%.
Well, what's it been over the last 10 or 12 years?
I'm thinking there's
13 years.
And that's
hasn't been real great.
Yes, and so if we knew exactly when those returns, I got my crystal ball out and I could say, all right, we're at all-time high, sell today. It's nice to know those things. It doesn't work that way.
Now, Eric, it is a fact though that a lot of folks have 401ks, IRAs, and they've seen those bounce back.
Yeah, we hope.
Yeah, we hope. And again, the average investor, the Dalbar studies, which are very popular in terms of describing the average investor and studying the average investor, they don't get those 8% average returns, do they?
No, it's actually not even close.
Around 4%.
As I said, about half of that,
yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So it's because psychology, we're not disciplined enough to ride out the lows. And I'll be honest, when it comes to retirement, timing is of the essence, because you don't know how long you have to wait to get those 8% returns. You need the money when you need the money. We talk about retirement savings. Well, what's really savings? It's delayed spending.
That's right.
And if you need those dollars to spend to basically take care of your lifestyle in retirement,
then the right time to do it is when those guarantees, correct me if I'm wrong,
No,
but the right time to do it is when those guarantees will meet your retirement objectives. You've got enough accumulated to meet your retirement objectives, and maybe it isn't, obviously all of your portfolio that you move into that type of safety, that type of foundation, but a portion of your portfolio that can achieve those goals.
And that's the one time we can get our crystal ball and say with certainty, the contractual guarantees in this product will give you this much money for your retirement. And that, I think, is what people really appreciate about annuities.
Yes.
And utilizing them as part of that retirement portfolio.
And it doesn't hurt, I think you would agree with this, when the market's at all-time highs, to actually know that that isn't a bad time to build that foundation, that portion of the portfolio that's designed for safety and security, so that inevitably, when we go through another major downturn, we don't feel like all is lost.
I agree, and I can't ever remember who the quote gets attributed to, but it's it's not necessarily the return on your money;
it's the return
of your money. So if you need some of that return of your money to take care of yourself in retirement, it may be a good time right now.
Buying an annuity in a bull market is not a bad idea,
I would say.
Or annuities.
It can even be a good idea.